I warmly welcome to the 360-degree Project Cargo training.
Now I would like to call upon Vaishali Kale ma'am from Parik Group, who is General Manager Documentation Pan India. She will provide us valuable insights into customer service and documentation compliance.
Okay, so good afternoon everyone. Yes, I have been working with Parik Group for 25 plus years as of now. Started with customer house agents, forwarding, consolidator, import, export, and then finally wanted to see how a shipping line works. I would just like to share some few words that in any process what you do in the trade, in your business, the documentation compliance is very important. You can make very good money, you will lose in a minute if you do not follow the regulations. And I will say every company, whether it be a warehouse, it be a custom house, it be a CHA, the documentation should always be given a pet on her or his back. Because without them, you cannot complete your business. One mistake, the full business is gone. So I will just tell you a little bit on break bulk and the Odyssey documentation, how it is done and the compliance and the process that has to be taken. First important role is the sales. The sales has to understand when they visit a customer, what is his requirements, what is the mode of payment, what is the terms of shipment, what is the timeline the shipment has to reach, when is the shipment production going to happen, because even if you miss a vessel, you can pay 10 times more if there is not a plan B ready, because there are many ports and terminals in Mumbai, Nhava Sheva, where a vessel calls, there is no next vessel and you cannot move the project between inter-terminals. Every terminals do not have the capacity of handling projects. There are few terminals who has that capacity. So all this homework needs to be done. I am now talking as a liner, but I will cover more of forwarder. How do a forwarder needs to handle a project? That is very important. As a shipping line, it is very easy. I cannot do anything. You have missed the ship, please take, or you wait, you pay the ground rent, you pay additional freight, you pay my slot loss, you pay my everything, and I will recover the money from you. But today's session is fully going to be on only the exporters, importers, CHS, and forwarders. Okay, can we start? I've just made a very small presentation of maximum 10 pages. So we will just quickly go through it. Now, what is the introduction to a break bulk and Odyssey shipping? We have to understand a break bulk cargo is different and an Odyssey is a part of break bulk. But a break bulk can never be a part of Odyssey. Okay? A cargo which is loaded individually onto a vessel or a vehicle, not in containers, is we call it as a break bulk. Usually it is like what Mr. Viren sir said, it is usually the projects, which now India, I do not know, Saudi is developing a small my city in Dammam. So the projects have increased tremendously and it will be going on till 2027. So many of the forwarders have participated in it. So even my one so-called company, CK Shipping, is a part of it. So we are also participated in that project. So there has been a tremendous study done how you will handle the project in the week's time, which project is going to move when, which week, how do you do the planning. You need to have a proper planning desk. The sales will bring the business. The planning team has to understand how do I load the project. Look at the road parameters. Look at the terminals, like I said, if they have that infrastructure to handle the project. What is the other destination where the project is reaching? Whether he has got the inventory when the project arrives, if he can move the project out of the terminal. What are the regulations? Payment terms is very important. So this is the short brief of ODC and brake bulb. ODC we all know is stuffed on a container, if stuffed on a flatbed container, stuffed on anything which will be just to give a support to the project. We call it that an ODC. It can exceed in size, weight, anything. So there will be special equipment permits, handling. So the difference between a brake bulk and ODC is very much clear, and I think we can move to the next slide. Okay. Examples of brake bulk. These are the different types of examples of brake bulk and ODCs. Like we load ODCs, the wind turbine blades. In between, there was a very big project going on for Sohar, where these wind turbine blades were being exported out of India. So they are loaded on the chassis, they are loaded on the flatbed containers, on empty flat tracks. If you get a chance, please visit the ports to see how these brake bulk ODC handling is done in the port. It is very amazing. And as a documentation, every person has to visit the terminal to see this project. Then you understand the compliance more. Compliance with SOLAS. This is very important. Safety of life at sea. Whether it is brake bulk or ODC, the safety is very important. When I say safety, it is in terms of the cruise. Is it in terms of the vessel? This, when we say safety, we need to consider these three factors very much. That the ODC and the brake bulk is properly stored, lashed, secured. It is very important because it disturbs the entire ship. There can be mishap happening. Weight distribution has to be equally to maintain the ship stability. Load declarations, weight certificates, pre-shipment documents, surveys, compliance, lashing, securing plan for brake bulk and ODC. Can we move to the next? Now this is the IMDG handling dangerous goods. I will not talk much on this. We have Mr. Jeffrey who will cover it more on it. But this is a basic thing. Means your packaging is also a part. Your packaging plays a very important role. The classification of the cargo. If you put a wrong even HS code, it can create a problem on the ship. Training and emergency preparedness. The people who are handling the DG desk, even in the forwarding as a forwarder, the shipping line has a separate DG desk. You as a forwarder cry, we are not getting DG approvals, we are losing the shipments, we are losing the bookings, but there is a process. I do not know how many of you over here are aware. If you are loading a project under 4 transshipment port, till all the 4 does not give approval, you can never get a booking from a shipping line. And the reason is the first 2 transshipment port will be the shipping line, the third will be a consortium. It can be ZIM, it can be APL, who has his vessel on that. If a shipment is going to, example, it is going to Dammam, then the first port of call is Sohar. After Sohar, if I say Jebel Ali, so he will have to take the HAS approval from Sohar, Jebel Ali, then only you will get a booking. So it can take 24 hours, it can take 1 week also. It depends, because if they have a ship, we do not know if the third port the ship is there or no. It can be after 25 days. So they look even at the climatical conditions. Some ports it is 40 degrees, 50 degrees. A DG cannot be handled that time. So these are the things which you need to realize when you accept a booking. So that Mr. Jeffrey will cover it. Can we go next? Documentation compliance for brake bulk cargo. BL is a very key document, we all know. So a BL you have to, we always have a lot of arguments that the documentation team are very, the people are very rude, the documentation staffs are not cooperative, the sales are fighting with the documentation, but they will not do anything until it is under compliance. Because one BL, one mistake, it is costing 200% claim on the shipping line. And we do not have that fantastic salary to observe it. So when we are given a position, so we also tell the forwarders. I always talk to the forwarders personally that this is wrong, don't do it. And I would suggest as a forwarder, do not issue your HBLs for any ODCs or for brake bulk cargo. Do not do it until you have a proper break bulk and ODC desk sitting in your office. You are covered under insurance because there is a lot of liability which you will not even imagine. And we have seen in this trade, I'm really sorry to say, people keep on jumping. No one takes the ownership. After 2 months, you get a good salary, you are in another company. So when we talk, it is like it's my company. So we all have, when you are doing ODC break bulk, dry containers, no problem. There is no scope of mishap because you will hardly make $20 or $40 freight. ODC, we are talking of lakhs. So we have to understand the people who you are giving this task has to be a person who really understands the company. Then you understand the company as your family, things goes well. So these are the key documents which you need to understand as a sales also when you are taking any bookings for break bulk ODC. The packing list is commercial invoice, certificate of origin. Very important. You are saying the shipment is from India, but your certificate of origin is showing, I can say Dubai. It's wrong. You will never get your payment. You do because shippers will tell you, I will pay you double freight. Don't do that. If cargo is originating from India, it has to be India. And we get all the customs are very closely in touch with us. So even if you want the cargo, you will not get the cargo. So you need to be very, very careful. The certificate of origin is a very important thing. The import and export declarations, insurance certificate, this is very important, which has to be covered during the transit also. Not only at the factory where the cargo is produced. Then your inspection certificates, the quality of the goods, condition verification, because some goods when it is loaded on a rough sea, we do not know for long transit. There is a short haul, long haul call, so you need to be careful on all these things. Then the letter of credit, everybody knows. Then additional documents, documentation for ODC containerized cargo, we call it as cargo description. We mention the over dimensional, this is very important. Container details, handling instructions, special instructions for ODC, anything. Next. Documentation compliance for ODC. Now what is the ODC? Why we call it an ODC? Because it is very easy. ODC is over dimension cargo, but what it is? Do we understand? If I say for me ODC is, I give at least more 10 minutes to understand the shipment before I sign the BL. Because I need to understand. I know the project is gone, everything is gone. But one mistake in a BL, I said again, can cost roots of the full company's profit. So you need to be very careful. You should understand your transport plan, the shipping instructions, commercial invoice. Next. The packing list, custom declaration, export declaration. When I'm saying customs declaration, it should be both ends. The origin also and the destination where the cargo is going, because you are handling it as a forwarder. I'm again saying I'm talking to you as a forwarder. Certificate of origin, dangerous good declaration. Next. Now these are the precautionary measures when you are handling any shipment, whether it is break bulk or ODC, cargo handling, safety security, quality control, port compliance. Port compliance again is very important. The local regulation rules, even when you are, I wanted to share with you guys, when you are moving an ODC on a road. So can anybody tell me what precautions you take? What is the first precaution you take? No, not you're not allowed.
Road permits.
First, dimensions of the cargo.
No. I said what precautions you take for a ODC cargo which you are moving on a road. Someone said it over here. Permit, road permits. Road permits is important. Safety we all know. We all know safety. But no one is following safety rules. Road permits, if you do not have the road permit, your full cargo will go for a toss. Because some roads are not capable of carrying the ODC cargo. You cannot move it like that on the road. The bridge can collapse. The infrastructure is weak. So you have to compile all the government requirements. First is road. We all know without dimensions you cannot move a cargo on the road. So road permit is very important exactly.
This training session is designed to equip you with the tools, skills, knowledge development which need to excel in managing complex cargo operations.